All right, guys. So we have gathered here to discuss some recent developments that I have noticed. Okay, I noticed this not just on Twitter, but I just noticed them on these particular social platforms. And by the thumbnail, you can probably already guess what we're going to discuss. Both Zero and D1 have returned to a bit of streaming, it seems like. Now, disclaimer, just to start off the video, because I know there'll be that angry individual who wants to frame this as me championing and supporting everything that you could find negative in any facet. This is just a discussion with people who are actually mature enough to actually have the discussion. This isn't an endorsement. This isn't a knock. This is just a discussion, okay? So please, for the purposes of this video, I request that you stay off of my dick, as it is not consensual, my friends, and I'm not going to charge you rent. So, with that out the way, I noticed that Zero is actually streaming on Instagram of all platforms. As you know, Zero did get banned a year ago on Twitch. And let me tell you right now, once you're banned on Twitch, you're just done. Like, if you actually read the TOS, that's why, like, even though, like, obviously a lot of us, like, we champion, hey, free Nairo, allow him back on Twitch, it's probably not going to happen, because I think what happens is they don't just ban your account. Like, once you're permed, they, like, just completely delete it and terminate it. So I don't think that's ever going to happen, barring some extreme circumstances. So you're probably never going to see Nairo back on Twitch. That's why he's streaming over there on YouTube. And I guess Zero decided, well, you know what? I'm just going to take the Instagram approach. Apparently he had been posting, like, some snippets of him playing the game again. And I guess he's opened up some lobbies, as it were. And hey, some people who are very much still fans, because I think this thing had, like, if you look at the view count, like, this thing has almost 10,000 views from like 2 hours ago of me posting it. So clearly there were still a lot of people who were interested in checking out exactly what was going on. I think many of us, this is probably like a huge surprise for sure. I mean, I didn't see this coming. I'm sure a lot of people didn't, but and I guess he's playing Pyramithra. I think he was a big fan of that game series, if I'm not mistaken, but that's not really the point. The point is, I don't think anybody ever expected Zero to make any kind of content in any form, shape, or whatever. Now, you're probably asking yourself, okay, well, is this okay? Can we allow this? That's not the question to ask. What you have to realize is none of us have any say in this. It's actually an interesting situation with anyone who, was quote unquote canceled or removed, from a community or another platform. Like, if they still have another one, they can still use it. That's just kind of the thing we're seeing. And as you can see right on my screen, that's exactly what's happening. This open lobby where he's playing against people, and I don't know what's being said or anything. I have it on mute. I didn't watch it live earlier or anything like that, but the man is streaming again. I don't know if this is like I feel like, personally, if this is like kind of tiptoeing back in the realm of maybe wanting to do content again. I'm sure it would end up transferring back to his YouTube, which he still has almost 1 million subs over there. I'm sure you all know that. So I don't know if it's like a precursor to anything else, but it's definitely going to be something. If you like you can search Smash, you can search Smash Zero and something like that and probably find people talking about this. I don't know if the Smash Reddit has anything on it. But there's going to be open discussions about this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not one to shy away from conversations that people are already talking about. So yes, I'm going to make a video and engage with my audience and kind of get your takes on it as well. From a standpoint of like, do you think this is going to lead to him trying to come back to the actual Smash Bros community? People can play Smash Bros and not be in the Smash Bros community. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game, like, I don't think there's ever been a Smash tournament with like freaking 20,000 entrants, right? The game sold millions of copies, right? It's like the community itself for Smash is just a drop in an ocean of just sales. You know what I'm saying? I'm no mathematician, okay? I'm a bit of a nigga magician though, and where I can make some logic appear, and that's the logical way I look at this. So, if he's off doing his own thing, still making content or whatever, I guess that's what it's gonna be. But it's interesting. I think this is like could potentially be a precursor to something else. We'll have to keep our eye on how this develops. But yeah, like, to the surprise of many people, myself included, Zero went live earlier today on Instagram, streamed himself playing some Smash against some people, and there you have it. So I don't know what else is. I don't know if there's a one-time thing or anything else that can come on it, but I'm sure like many of you will be keeping our eye out, because that is like, what the heck? Like, it's just, again, it's one of those things you just did not expect. But I will tell you 100%, I don't think he wants to be involved, like, especially like directly in the Smash community. Like, if he did his own thing, that's one thing, but like the actual community, like that, where like a lot of you guys are watching this video are a part of, myself, like, I don't, and honestly, like, who's gonna let him? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be realistic about that. But yeah, that's definitely caught a lot of people off guard, and myself included. So we'll see what comes of that. But that's not the only person who seems to be trying to make a return to maybe streaming or content creation. I'm sure you guys saw that D1. Initially I think it was a month or so ago, released a statement about some of the stuff he had been accused of, and then he released another statement. It was short. It was like 3 minutes long or something like that. In which case he said, he's still working on himself. He wants to better himself and stuff like that. But then he ended it actually with like a little bit of a snippet. He was saying he's check him out on Monday and he's going to go stream. You know what I'm saying? I did not actually, kind of catch that until somebody like said something about it. And I went back and watched it. I was like, oh, he did say that. And sure enough, the guy, he went live. He went live yesterday. In fact, he's actually live right now at the time of me recording the video. Okay, he's not right there. But yes, he did go live. He's live right now. So this is an interesting situation because if you ever look at replies and stuff like that, like you'll see the Twitter side of thing, obviously very aggressive and stuff. You got this guy saying penetrate me. I don't know what's up with this guy. I hope that's a burner. I'll echo Andre here where it says pause. That's very weird. Yeah, but you'll see like on Twitter, very aggressive responses and stuff like that, as you would expect. And then, on the YouTube, more welcoming and nice comments, which is not a surprise because if you think about it, Twitter's more of an open field for people to kind of express themselves. And you have YouTube, which is kind of catered to a community that you've already built and cultivated. So naturally people are gonna, be more welcoming and nice there. You know what I'm saying? And even just kind of clicking over, like he's, already gotten like, I believe like over 100 subs since he's returned. So you see that he does have supporters there. It's very interesting to see how people kind of react to situations like this, because in my opinion, I'm of the mindset that at the end of the day, like we can't control or tell anybody what they're going to do. Like that's just the way life is. Like, especially, you can, be mad on Twitter or whatever platform you want. Perfectly acceptable, of course. Like you have every right to feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel a lot of ways about stuff myself. But at the end of the day, it comes down to like if somebody like decides they're going to do something, they have access to the platform. They, they can do it without, repercussions from said platform. Probably gonna do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially when people were like addicted to creating content or streaming games or what have you. So, again, this isn't one of those things where I think it's trying to lead to a return to the Smash Bros community. I think a lot of us recognize when it comes to like D1 and it comes to Zero and stuff like that kind of time, at least that chapter in their life is certainly past, it's certainly over. But it seems like, while the chapter, you turn to the next one isn't a continuation, maybe trying to rewrite the book a little bit as far as like, well, whether or not we feel comfortable to still make content creation and still stream and things like that. So I think that's where we are right now. I was actually, again, this was one of the things that kind of just surprised me. I did not expect this by any means, especially when you think about the fact this is in the same week. You have D1 and Zero returning to content creation. Anti, he still actually does a little bit of streaming himself. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys are kind of just making up their mind like, hey, we still have like a bit of a fan base. And if they want to watch us create, we'll create, maybe try and reach out to some new people. I don't really know like what the mindset is or what the mentality is overall. I'm not in that situation. It's hard to put myself in those shoes. But hey, I am an observer of things, you know what I'm saying? And, this isn't Marvel's What If. You don't have to wonder what if, dog. The shit's right in front of you. Like D1 is streaming again. Zero is streaming again on Instagram, albeit, but could lead to something else. I really don't know. But I would love to know how you guys perceive this as well as how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all members of this community. They were members, highly recognizable members of the community as well. And I don't know what this is going to lead to overall. You know what I'm saying? If they'll be able to maintain this. Or even if they'll even want to, because again, this could just be kind of a testing the water thing. But it's certainly worth a discussion. I hope we can have a mature one in the comments below. So of course, as per usual, you can feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And tell me below, what do you think about both D1 and Zero returning to streaming in the same week? And where, what does this, what does this mean overall? So yeah, that's all I got to say. Appreciate you watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.